And look at the face of Blake Lively when she's looking down at Anna Kendrick, like, hey! Hi and welcome to Films and Talk. I'm Kjersti Flaa, and here on my channel I talk about my good and bad experiences in Hollywood. I was pretty shocked when I just saw that Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick are in London together promoting Another Simple Favor. There's a premiere there today. Seeing the two of them together again after what we saw and heard on South by Southwest is just shocking to me. It looks so awkward. We need a new word for awkward. Look at the body language of these two standing together on the carpet, posing. And look at the face of Blake Lively when she's looking down at Anna Kendrick, like, hey, oh, let's show them we are friends. This was what I predicted was going to happen in South by Southwest. And then the opposite happened. But now it did happen. I knew it would happen sometime, that they would pretend that they were friends. And look at us, we're having so much fun together, and Blake Lively in her cute little outfit. I have never seen more forced and fake smiles. Blake Lively is all teeth smiling while Anna is like, okay, oh, you know. Remember what she said on the carpet in South by Southwest? It says in this article in the Daily Mail that Blake Lively was captured in an awkward interaction with Anna Kendrick at the London photo call for Another Simple Favor on Tuesday after a string of painful press interviews. I tried to find the press interviews. I haven't seen them yet. I can't wait to see those awkward press interviews. Maybe they've interviewed them together. Who knows? It says here that the pair looked to be in tense exchange at the Corinthia Hotel as they promoted the new film ahead of its launch on Prime Video on May 1st. I wonder who forced Anna to do this. If Paul Feig was like, Anna, you have to do this, you have to save this movie, no one's gonna watch it, and I just need you. And imagine how much this cost Anna Kendrick pretending to be friends with her. She probably has to close off her comment section on Instagram for about a month now. Well, let's see if it works, if people are gonna watch the movie now that we've seen them together being fake friends. Oh, anyways, the trailer just dropped on Amazon Prime, a minute longer than the teaser we saw before the premiere. That was at South by Southwest. Now the trailer's out and Amazon has closed off the comment section. It says here in the Daily Mail, Blake Lively's new scandal hit movie implements cowardly tactique to avoid backlash amid Justin Baldoni drama. Wow, yeah, I did actually check, and on the UK and Ireland version of Amazon, they also posted the trailer and they have the comment section open. So if you're interested in commenting on that, you can look at the UK version, unless they've closed it already. My question is, you know, will people actually watch this movie or not? Will they not watch it to boycott Blake Lively? Will people watch it to like hate watch Blake Lively? There is a new poster though. This poster is different than the first one. It did put Anna Kendrick in front on the poster, so I think maybe they did that on purpose so people wouldn't start complaining about the positions of the two of them, because last time there was a lot of talk about that with the previous poster. Blake Lively's name is a little higher up, a little taller than Anna Kendrick's, and that's what people started commenting on, because you can comment on Instagram on Amazon MGM Studios. Yeah, they posted it. They didn't tag any of the actors in the poster, which they did last time and which they've done with every single post that they have on their Instagram account. So I'm sure they're trying to avoid as much hate as possible. I can see the first comment here is, I can no longer watch anything with Blake Lively. Then the next one, why is Blake Lively's name higher than Anna Kendrick's again? And then, stop showing Blake down our throats and pretending that nothing happened. Will not support anything with her in it. Side note, Blake has no acting talent whatsoever. Yeah, so there's about 340 comments so far on 28,000 likes. I'm sure that there are people deleting comments on that, because I feel like There probably should be more comments than that. Anyways, on page 6, it says movie studio protects Blake Lively from backlash with one telling move. Anyway, so it says here that page 6 has reached out to Amazon for a comment and they didn't hear immediately back from them. So yesterday I reported on a 60-minute segment that was aired in Australia and also here on YouTube, and I didn't know about this guy, but thank you guys so much for telling me. So they interviewed this guy who's a troll bot expert or something like that. His name is Christopher Boozy. Anyway, so this guy was interviewed in that segment as well, and he was convinced that there was foul play when it came to Blake Lively and the smear campaign.
There were, recently created accounts at that time that just focused on her, that was attacking her, not the movie, but her.
He said that it's absolutely possible to do something like that, to start off with bots and then it becomes organic, and he was sure that that's what had happened with Blake Lively. Then thanks to you guys, you commented on the video saying that this guy Christopher Boozy, whatever his name is, he is a known scammer. Yeah, so this guy is very shady. Apparently he also he's the one who said that Amber Heard, that all the hate she was receiving was from bots as well. So and Meghan Markle too. So this guy is going to try to make us believe that if we don't like someone, it's because of the bots telling us that we shouldn't like them, and then we automatically start disliking them. Anyways, thanks for telling me that we should not trust this source. He was one of 4 sources that they had in the 60-minute segment, and obviously he is not to be trusted. So yeah, that was the source in the 60-minute by Blake Lively bias segment. Anyways, there is another story today that is quite interesting. It could definitely be quite of a turning point in this legal feud, because there are some really weird stuff that doesn't really add up in Stephanie Jones' claims against Justin Baldoni and Wayfair Studios. So a few days ago, I reported that she had showed her subpoenaed, that she had been subpoenaed to being forced to show the text messages and emails that she confiscated from her co-worker's phone, Jennifer Abel, when she wanted to leave Jones Work, which was the PR company that also worked for Justin Baldoni. But Jennifer Abel was not happy working for Stephanie Jones, so she decided to leave, and that's when Stephanie Jones took her phone. And this happened in August. Okay, so in August she took her phone. Then Stephanie Jones claims that in October she was subpoenaed and she had to give up these text messages and emails. To me, there's so many things that don't add up here. First of all, if she was subpoenaed, why wasn't her own phone subpoenaed as well? Because she worked for Justin Baldoni during this entire time. And secondly, why was there a subpoena when there was no legal stuff going on? Who subpoenaed someone when there's no lawsuit? The lawsuit that Blake Lively filed, she didn't file that until 2025. She did file a complaint at California Civil Rights Department in December, but she didn't file a lawsuit until January. And as we now know, New York Times started working on that story already in October, because some internet sleuths found all the metadata that shows that New York Times started to work on this article a lot earlier than they said that they had. They want us to believe that they started working on this story a few days earlier. No, of course they didn't. So the big question is, how did even Blake Lively's team know that Stephanie Jones had her ex-co-worker's phone? How did they know that? And why didn't they subpoena anyone else's phone? So in this article, Brian Friedman is saying that there is no doubt that Stephanie Jones willingly and maliciously spread private and confidential communication concerning her former client in an effort to humiliate them and destroy the fledgling business and reputation of her former employee. He continues to say that she did so purely out of spite and prior to any phantom subpoena that we have yet to see. So he hasn't even seen the subpoena, but some newspapers apparently have. I think Deadline said that they had seen the subpoena, but apparently there is no stamp from any court. I don't know about all this legal stuff, what counts and what doesn't, but I think if you lie about the way that you actually retrieve evidence, that looks really bad. And I don't know if they can throw that evidence out if it was retrieved in the wrong way. And if it was illegal, if they say this is a subpoena and it wasn't actually one. And I think that's what Brian Friedman is saying, that he hasn't seen this subpoena yet, so he doesn't believe that there actually was one. According to Friedman, a subpoena requires a case number from a filed legal case to be referenced, and no case was ever filed against Jones or anyone prior to her giving Blake those text messages. The Daily Mail say that they exclusively reviewed a copy of the perpetrated subpoena dated October 1st. It said it was filed in Manhattan Supreme Court, but it has no court stamp on it. So Friedman also suggests that actually Leslie Sloan, the publicist, may have been involved in tampering with the messages. As we know, the messages as they were published in the New York Times, they were tampered with. There were smiley, upside down smiley faces that were removed, context was removed. So he's saying here that the only thing that remains to be seen is who cut, sliced, and altered the communication, whether it was Jones, Lively, Sloan, Reynolds, the New York Times, or all of the above. So from a legal perspective, I think this is really, really interesting. And these are like technicalities that, I don't know if they can throw out a case. But I think even though Justin Baldoni's lawsuit against New York Times get tossed out, I don't know if they still can get subpoenaed, and that they have to show how they received those messages and how they received the information. But we will find out. And yeah, I'm here for it. Of course, Blake Lively's team responded and said, they've planted falsehoods in the press to tarnish Miss Jones's business, Stephanie Jones, stole confidential documents and clients, and refused to pay Jones for what was fairly owed. Those are facts, and smoke and mirrors PR campaigns can't change them. Anyways, I wanted to follow up the story that I talked about a little bit yesterday about Amy Lee Wood, that the actress from The White Lotus. I felt so bad for her after she got really hurt by the SNL joke when they made fun of her, especially about her teeth and her big eyes, and she posted about it saying that she was really hurt, and then she said that SNL reached out and said they were sorry. But I think this really got to her, and there were pictures and a video today of her really crying. I don't know if that's what she was crying about, but on top of everything, I talked about how she and Walton Goggins, her co-star, the ones that played her husband or boyfriend in the TV show, that they have a feud. No one knows what happened there, but they've been unfollowing each other on Instagram. And Walton Goggins commented under one of the videos that SNL posted where that sketch was, and he said, "Wow, ha, 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 amazing," laughing about it. And I don't know if that's what hurt Amy more, that her co-star was laughing about it, and since they're not talking and no one knows what went on there. But then apparently Walton Goggins deleted the comments, and so maybe he knew that he hurt Amy and he didn't want to do that. I feel so bad for Amy. I don't know what it is about her. I just want to hug her. I think she's so cute, and she made The White Lotus for me. I really, really enjoyed watching her on screen. She has this like naive joyfulness, and something like I think that we all long to have in our lives, because she seems so happy and grounded at the same time, as she's kind of ditzy and funny and young and inexperienced, but at the same time I just like, I hope she recovers from this, and I feel it's so sad if she feels she was bullied, because that's not funny. I mean, you can have a sense of humor about things, but when it comes to the way you look, I think especially for women, that's not funny. And, you know, I totally get it. So someone commented on their feud. An insider said that they used to idolize each other and talk about each other in such positive light in interviews and such. It's so weird that all of a sudden there's this switch up. I think so too, and I saw them together when I went to the press conference where I saw Parker Posey again. I talked about that back then. It was weird to see her. I don't think she is that great in the show, to be honest. I think she's overacting a lot. But anyways, maybe because I don't like her so much personally. But at that press conference, Walton Goggins and Amy seemed to get along, and it was just like, I don't think they were sitting next to each other, or maybe they were actually. Anyways, that's it from you guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and that's Oscar. He's howling. There's so much fun stuff to bark at here in Spain, and he loves it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode of Flaa on Talk, and I'll see you in my next episode. Bye!